Hi and welcome back to the channel. In this video, we're going to be looking at possibly the best located hotel in Kos Old Town. Kos Island and its 112 kilometers of stunning beaches is one of the highlights of the Dodecanese, which are the group of islands just off the coast of Turkey, of which Rhodes is perhaps the most famous. It's also famous for being the birthplace of Hippocrates, who's the father of medicine, and for having a stunning harbour in the old town. And that harbour is what brings us to the Hotel Astron, which is what we're going to take a look at in this video. It's located literally a stone's throw from the harbour. Of course, we didn't test this out and didn't throw a stone because there's too many boats and too many people. Now, the Hotel Astron does have a beautiful terrace area that looks straight out onto that harbour, and you can even see Kos Castle from while you're having your breakfast or while you're having a drink in the evening. Inside the hotel, reception is on this floor, and on the right hand side there is a bar, and on the left hand side is where you get breakfast in the morning, but you can take it outside to go eat on this terrace and watch Kos Harbour come alive in the mornings with all the boat trips and all the fishing trips heading off out to sea. As we said, the location is excellent. This harbour, with all the boats that we'll give you a quick clip of, are the boats that go out to sea and go to the little islands. And just around the corner, a 5-minute walk, is where the ferry goes to Turkey across to Bodrum if you wish to have a day out. You'll be pleased to hear that this hotel does have lifts in it. It has 2 lifts. It is only 2 stories high, but if you're bringing heavy luggage, that's going to save you a job. It is a little bit of an older hotel. You can kind of tell from the decor, but the staff are great, and the location, as we keep saying, is second to none. So out the back of the hotel is the pool area, and it's a good sized pool. It is very popular. We were there in beginning of September, so it's still plenty of people getting a dip and taking a break from the hot weather there. It does have a children's pool, only a tiny one, and a jacuzzi, and actually the jacuzzi was cold, so we can't really call it a hot tub, but it does have a bubble bath or a jacuzzi. It also has a beach bar. It has a poolside bar, which is quite handy if you're just having a day sunbathing and taking a break from walking or sightseeing. The prices are a little bit more expensive than perhaps outside, but not crazy. It's about, as you can see on the menu that I'll show you in a second, it costs about €4 for a soft drink, €3 to €4 for a coffee. Outside, it's going to cost you between €2 to €4 for a coffee. They also do little snacks for about the same price as well. Either way, it saves you either going outside to pick things up or going back up to your room, which is where we'll head now and give you a room tour. So you can see the 2 lifts there. We stayed in room 124, and in the room, or at least in our room, you can kind of see the age of the hotel a little bit more, but for the price, which we'll put up on the screen now, it's still a pretty good stay, and that location is superb. So when you come into the room, you have the bathroom on the right, which I'll show you in a second, and you have 2 beds, 2 fairly large singles, to be honest with you. You don't have any sockets next to the TV. The one that was useful, there's one in the middle of the room, I don't know why they do this, and there was one towards the balcony, towards the desk and minibar over there. Excuse the mess, we do tend to do our room tours once we're actually moved in. It has loads of storage. It's a big built-in wardrobe with a couple of drawers. And it did have a safe, but we didn't use it because it was kind of an old style one, so we just kept stuff in our suitcases. It had a TV that had some like news channels, English speaking and other languages, and it had a seating area just next to the desk and to the minibar. It did come with a balcony, which will pop out in a second, but the fridge was cold, and we kept our chocolate from the ferry that we took to get there. Now, the balcony is not the biggest balcony in the world, but it does come with a couple of chairs and a table, and you can look over the pool having a glass of wine or a beer as the sun sets, because you can see the sunsets until it hits the hotel across the way. Elsewhere in the room, there wasn't a lot to it. It wasn't a bad size, but there's just not a lot in it, and it is starting to show its age a little bit. The bathroom, clean and tidy, and again showing its age. You did have a bath. We didn't try that because it was basically 37 degrees every day when we were there, but it comes with towels and it worked. Again, it could do with an update, but I'm sure it's getting lots of custom as it is because of the price. As I said earlier, we did get breakfast included in this hotel, and it was pretty good actually. You got a big selection of Greek staples, including honey and bread and ham and cheese. Even had a massive thing of chocolate Nutella type sauce. It had beans, eggs and mushrooms. The sausages were not the best sausages, they were hot dog sausages, but for the price of this hotel, what can you expect? You also got apple juice and another kind of unknown juice, and you got tea and coffee as well. Should you want cereal or something a little less heavy, then you had all those options too. And we'll leave it there, I think. The Hotel Astron's location puts it above anything else that we've seen in Kos. It is 2 minutes from the Old Town, it is 1 second from Kos Harbour, and it is 2 minutes round the corner to the nearest beach. It did cost us about £100 a night, but it was peak season or just coming to the end of peak season, and Kos can be an expensive island, so it's definitely worth considering. You can also check out, if you want to know more about Kos and Kos Old Town, the video on the channel, and you can check out the hotel we stayed at before this, which was in Athens, and the hotel we stayed at after, which was in Patmos. Hopefully it's been useful, and we'll catch you in the next video. And thanks for watching.